The Angelica Touch, Chapter 10 by Lindsay J. Sedgwick. Grace, knowing me better than I know myself, asks no questions but lures me back down after lunch with the promise of sharing a ridiculously large bar of chocolate, which she then fails to produce. Instead, she launches into a discussion of mating experiments between different species of rat in the 70s. Only 50% of the offspring could learn to press the red and yellow button that would release food for them, she says. The blue button played Tom Jones. I think she made that up. Her mum was a fan. At least my mum's taste is talking heads and they might be giants. I let her think I've cracked. Hey, I'm big enough to realise when I need a graphic designer and co-creator in the process. And Grace is the most amazing artist. She did me a stunner of Brad Pitt on the inside of my science book. I will never, ever throw that book out. The walls of her room are full of her drawings and the bar downstairs, though if you're not a celebrity, you're most likely Grace's victim. I'm always a little nervous when she draws me. Victims get lost somewhere between bubble-eyed lagoon lizards and the undead, with just enough reality to make you recognisable. Well, you asked me what I was doing with Simon, says I, handing over my sketch pad. Grace scans the page and leaps to the wrong conclusion. Granted, my sketch of the background of the homepage is an enormous heart. I might have to lose that. Oh my God, you're dating Simon, she blurts, covering her mouth in case her mum might hear. As if she would, we heard her on the phone downstairs talking to Marcus, him of the mullet. No, he's helping me set up a dating website. I turn the page. See? Romantichearts.com. Only true romantics need apply. My idea, his computer wizardry. I thought you would do the graphics. Pretty cheesy. Kitty wants Grace to go to art college, which is why she keeps framing Grace's drawings, but Grace still reckons hair is her calling. Look, Grace, I'm not good at drawing like you, but this is the site logo. It's a cross between a heart, the male and female symbols, and chi, because you need good chi to make the energy work between people if it's to stand a chance, with seagulls to represent Drishog. This section is for the new members forum, like a chat room, and they can join up there. And there'll be a questionnaire, but I haven't written it yet. There could be lots of reasons Grace is looking at the pages I've drawn as if they were algebra and dog poo mixed in a see-through bag with ketchup. I thought we could have ivy growing around the section for new members because it's evergreen, and maybe quotes from famous authors on the subject of love running on a loop across the bottom of the page. In time, we could replace them with quotes from satisfied satisfied members. Why are you doing this? To find Mum a man. Grace frowns. Her perfect man? Of course not. That would mean I was a romantic idiot, and I can't have anyone thinking that. So you don't want your mum to meet her Mr. Right? Nope, I say. Just a man. Lots of men. You don't want lots of men, says Grace. Oh, I know. This is not going well. I thought she'd be excited. All I meant is I want Mum to start dating. That's all. That doesn't have to be true love, whatever that is, but I don't want to be the reason she's alone anymore. Grace, being Grace, waits until I finish pacing and plunks down on her bed. You know, she says, you do that funny thing with your upper lip when you get angry. I wasn't angry. Grace produces a large brick of mint crisp at last. You still did that thing, though. She splits the bar in half and we indulge. Is that why you were asking me about dads? Not really. Maybe. Grace flips a square into the air theatrically and catches it in her mouth. This is not the way to go about getting a new dad, she says. It's just wrong. Besides, have you any idea the weirdos you meet on these things? Thanks, Grace. Burst my bubble with a 6-foot claw. Serial killers, she says. Psychos. She's warming to the theme. Morticians. My protected bubble is not burst. It will not burst because there is nothing she can say. This is my best idea. That's why I need you to help me write the perfect questionnaire to weed them out. Oh no, she says, not me. I am not getting involved in another of your schemes, like sleeping in a tent overnight to see if the standing man came alive during a full moon. We fell asleep. It's still inconclusive. Or when you locked us into the ballroom overnight to photograph the ghosts. How was I to know the old camera needed film to put into it, I said. It seemed to work. Oh, look, Grace, it has to be you. You're my best friend. She smiles. I'm winning. I usually do. Besides, yep, here I go saying the wrong thing again. Nobody knows as much about men as you. I mean, as your mother does. I mean, as you do because you watch her make mistakes and stuff. I needn't have worried. She stopped listening several seconds ago when she spotted Tariq heading through town towards our hotel. Attention span of a newt sitting on a hive of ants. She grabs lippy, mascara, eyeliner, just a spot of white in the centre of her lower lip. She says it makes them look pretty. In short, she transforms herself into a goddess. Well, the sort of goddess who dreams of being a goddess. No way, she says, walking through a wave of perfume that settles on her like aerated ectoplasm. I've got better things to do on the second last day of my holidays, even if you haven't. And she's gone. I sit back in her bed and put my feet up. Better to work on the content here, where Mum can't walk in. Outside, Grace is flurrying like a snow cloud up Main Street to nip across the far field and accidentally bump into Tariq where the road curves up the hill to the Drisho Gardens. Which raises the question, how far would you go? What would you do? And who would you dump to chase after the man of your dreams? Well, it's a question. To be continued.